Hi, it's Cassie. We are here for week 1 of our August kit. I've got all the goodies here. We've got our letter. It talks about kind of what the theme of the kit is, of course, and your contents. So you have that. I've got my cards, and we'll get to those in a second. So first up, I just want to talk about this stencil. I decided to do 4x8 stencil, and I really hope you like it, but I honestly want to know your opinion. Do you like this format and this shape? Like the stencil design, but also, you know, the size of it, or do you like the 6x6 better? I would love your feedback to know about that. Just wanted to try something different and see how we liked it. We also got this stamp set. I really like this stamp set. It's Creative Devotion, but honestly, it's from American Crafts, but honestly, it's just an alphabet, so anyone can use it, whether, you know, that is something for you or not. And I just really like the outline of it. I like that we could stamp it, we could color it in, we could leave it, we can let the background show through. There's lots of fun ways to use this. And then, of course, you need a good platform, stamping platform, or block, I guess, but this is more than that. And the reason I gave you this rather than just like a regular acrylic stamping block was because this does so much stuff. Okay, so it is, of course, it's from Dilutions and Ranger, but it has a ruler on the side. It has these notches here, and they have some closer together and some further apart and smaller and bigger. So if you're making dashes on your page or something like that, you want to draw through there. They've got all these guidelines, you know, both ways, so you can line things up and do stuff like that. You've got these lines here, so if you want to make wavy lines on your page, excuse me, you can do that. All of these holes. I mean, there's so many things you can do with this thing, with this I guess platform, and you can also put stamps on it and then use it to stamp. And you can see mine is pretty dirty. I use it all the time. Sometimes I will put paint on it and use it as a palette and mix paint or colors or whatever. You could spray onto it and smush your paper if you were somewhere where you didn't really have a surface that you could do that on naturally. You know, this comes with me when I travel. I mean, this thing is irreplaceable, and so I really just wanted to make sure that everyone had one. So that's why I included it in this month. And I wanted to make sure, you know, it was obviously with the stamp set and some ink. Of course, you got to have ink if you're going to be doing stamping, and getting you these small archival ink pads was a nice way to experience maybe some different colors of archival if you haven't used them before. But also, again, all of this stuff, you know, along with your journal, can go in a nice little journaling bag. Okay, you can throw all this in here and take it with you. And I love that stuff like this can travel, because when we travel, I have to take an art bag with me. And I like it when stuff can be compact and just kind of fit in with each other, and, you know, leaves you a lot of room to take more stuff or just to be more compact. So that was the thinking behind all of this. So sorry, that was a long intro, but I just wanted you to understand kind of how I go through the process of selecting things and why I picked what I picked. It's never random, I promise. So the other thing is, you got 2 bonuses. I only have one of the bonuses here because I'll tell you in a second. The first bonus is the most awesome, and this is from Renia. So if you don't already know, which I think most of you do, Renia is a paper foil company, and they're amazing. And Diane is the owner, and I work with her, and I talked to her about getting all of you guys a pack of Misfits, and she gave them to me for free to give to you guys, so you could play with the Renia foil paper if you never have, or even if you have before and maybe you want to try some new colors, or you just want to be able to play and not worry about you know, messing up a bigger sheet or wasting some or whatever. I know sometimes people get, you know, a little concerned about that, and I just want you to know it's just paper, right? And so it's okay if you make mistakes, if it has to go, you know, if you wreck it, if it goes in the trash, whatever. It's just about playing with it and learning different ways to use it. And you get 24 4x6 sheets. So this was an awesome bonus, and I'm super grateful to Diane for giving that to you guys. The other bonus was the stencil guts from this stencil, and I honestly just, like, I had a pile of them, and I just randomly threw a bunch, tried to do an even amount in all the bags so that you could all have some, and I didn't save any for myself, which is fine. So you guys got awesome stencil guts too, which, because you said you liked them, so I'm happy that you do. Okay, whew, that was a lot. Okay, so now we have our 4 prompt cards, and we get to pick what we're going to work with first and start working. So for the first one, we're going to just keep it nice and simple, and we are going to do the color prompt. And it says cool colors. Use only cool colors on your journal page. So that is pretty simple, right? We know what cool colors are. We've got blue, green, some browns, black, gray, white, of course, those are neutral. And what am I forgetting? And, you know, purple kind of lives in between, but you could use purple here too, okay? So that's what we're going to do for this first video. We're going to do the color prompt. Okay, so first I gotta find a page to work in. Let me move this stuff out of the way. All right, I'm almost done with this journal. I know some of you are already on to your next one, and that's super exciting. I'm very excited for you. Okay, can't do that. We've got some warm colors there, so let's go to a new page. Here we go. This got a little bit of red, but I'm just going to go with it anyway. It's okay. It'll be fine. We'll leave this open because it's getting near the end, and it's getting kind of fat, you know. Okay, so I've got my ink pad, my Misfits. I don't know what I'm going to use or not use today. I'm definitely going to use the stencil. I'm loving this stencil quite a bit, so we're going to use that for sure. And really, you can do whatever you want. This is just a fun journal page, whatever you want to do. Just make sure you use cool colors, and that's it. Okay, so I have some watercolors, bringing in some other supplies. These we've got in a different month. The oil pastels from Prima, and I do have some watercolors. Actually, here's what I think I want to do. I'm definitely using my new stencil because I really love it, and I love the shape and the style of it, and so let's just see what we can do with it. I've got my bright palette from Jane Davenport, so if you wanted to, you know, kind of follow along, do what I'm doing, you could use any kind of watercolor paint here. You could even use a spray if you wanted. Okay, and I'm gonna get a paintbrush. All right, and so I just really want, like, I think right now I just want blues, maybe a little bit of green or purple, I'm not sure. We're going to start with the lightest blue, and I'm just going to, ooh, you know what I need to do? I need to spray the paper, and now I'm really going to try to hold this stencil in place. I've never done this before, so I have no clue what's about to happen, but, you know, this is how we find out. We play and just have fun with it, and I bet it's going to run over, and it's definitely not going to be perfect. And that's okay. It looks like I got some green in here too, which is fine with me. More water in there. Oops, okay, I got some green. We're doing green. Oh, this is so pretty. Watercolors are really fun and forgiving too, so sometimes it's just really nice to work with them because you get nice results without too much effort, I think. Okay. So just going to cover this whole thing because I want this whole kind of strip of pattern going down the page here. And I know, I'm not even going to look. I wanted to peek, but I'm not going to. Ooh, look at that dark blue. Isn't that lovely? Okay, more dark blue. I like that. I like the gradient too. That's really nice. And of course this is watercolor paper, so it's accepting this paint like a champ. Okay, I think I really kind of need the teeny tiniest bit of purple. Just a little bit. Oh yeah, come on, that's so pretty. Just a little bit of purple. It's kind of blending in with the blue a little, which is fine. Okay, we're gonna just let it be. Did I miss any spots? I don't think I did. Looks good to me. Okay, so now I think I'm gonna dry it a little bit before I take it off. Actually, ooh, what if we do this? Hold on. I gotta do this, right? Pull up some of the excess. Have a start to my second page already. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, I like that. That's very subtle, but it's good. It's really good. All right, so I'm gonna dry this real quick and then see what we have. So there's a little bit of extra water here at the bottom that I kind of just want to pick up so I can move on here. It's gonna lighten it up a little bit, but that's okay. All right, so now I'm gonna lift. Wow, that turned out a lot better than I expected. I mean, there's a little bit running through, but really, I mean, looks really, really good, I think. That watercolor is so pretty. Okay, so then this, I am going to flip over and put this paper towel down and see if we can get a little bit more out of it. You know, you can save your paper towels too that you do stuff with and use those later on, just in case you didn't think of that. Okay, we got a little bit more in there, and that looks fantastic. Okay, so now I also brought over some of these Stickles glitter gel that I got you guys in a different kit as well. This one is called Asteroid. So if you have this, or any of them really, you could use. Probably not the gold because that's warm. But if you have silver or the white iridescent or whatever, I think you could use that on here. That would be pretty cool. So we'll just keep that option open. But I think next I want to use some of these oil pastels just to make an outline. So it would be really fun to come through with a Posca pen or whatever and do an outline. It's still a little bit wet, but I think that it could also be fun just to use some of the colors we have here to do an outline instead. And that way we can do it now. And it's fun and a little bit different. So I'm just going to try, see how I like it. It's okay. Yeah, I like that pretty well. And I'm going to do blue on the bottom here. And then I think I'll do blue like this and then switch to green. What do you think? That might be cool. Oh, that's a totally different green, but actually, what if I do this one like that, and then there's this light yellow green? That might be fun too, just to have some, oh, that's pretty fun, different colors, right? And then what about the diamonds? I kind of want to do something with the diamonds, but a different color. What if we do all those in purple? Let's see. Oh, that's nice, yeah. So, you know, these oil pastels you can color like crayons, like I'm doing here. You could, if you didn't want to use watercolor, you could also use these and color through, you know, put your stencil down, color through, and then spritz it a tiny bit with water and then use your finger or a baby wipe to move it around, and you could get a similar outcome just with using these oil pastels because they're water soluble. So that would be a really nice way to get this, a similar effect here. All right, I think I really do like having the white space on either side for now. Although, as soon as I said that, I thought washi. What if I put washi down either side? Like a fun pattern or something. I might have to get some of that. We'll see. I think I want it to go all the way down. Just going through my thought process here. So now, I think I'm going to use this stamp set and my block here. And I'm thinking I kind of want to make my my word, like I think I'm just going to do a word you know, as my kind of my focal point, or the, you know what I mean, the word phrase that I put up here. So let's see, what do I want to do? Okay, let's see. Okay, I decided I'm going to do one word, something that I really need to be focusing on right now. Okay, I want to use this, but I got to figure out, I know, I will line up my letters where I want them, and then I will put the thing down. Well, I guess it's not going to, well, we'll figure it out. Okay, let's see. So I'm choosing joy. That is a theme for me right now. I need to work on my joy. So let's pick it up. So I'm doing it this way because sometimes, did I just do that backwards? Oh no. Yes, I most certainly did. Okay, I did it wrong, so we're going to do it again. If you're doing this, make sure that flat side is up. Silly. So it will stick to your plate thing there. Okay, there we go. Let's try again. So I'm doing it like this because sometimes if you just put it on here and you don't, like maybe you put it right on the edge, well, when you go to stamp it, we have this binder, this wire binder here, and it can get in the way, and then you can't get a good stamp impression. So so that's why I just am choosing to do it this way. I've found that that works pretty well for me. Okay, I'm going to be stamping, and I feel like this is an uneven surface too, and this is just another good tip for you if you're having the same kind of issue. Make sure your surface that you're going to stamp onto is as flat as it can be. That will help you have more success as well. Okay, always just trying to help you learn from my mistakes. So I'm going to use the Paradise Teal. That's what I have out. So let's use it. Okay, so let's see what we get here. Now this is an acrylic stamp, so if you have trouble with it stamping straight away, you can use Versamark ink and put it on first and just leave it on, and then put your ink over it. And you really just need to do that maybe like the first time, and that helps to get any residual like film that can sometimes be on acrylic stamps off, and then it'll work just fine. So here we go. I'm going to put this here and see what happens. It might be good, it might be not good, but I don't hate it. I don't hate it. But I did just think of an idea of what I want to do, and now I think I need to switch this platform around a little bit. Yeah, see? I'm already having to fix it here. But I have a different idea, and it's totally worth it. So I'm going to go up the side with joy here. Maybe I can go up both sides. That would be cool. Okay, I'm just totally winging it here. I don't know what I'm doing. Just playing and figuring out as I go. Trying out some new tools. You know, that's really all you need to be concerned about. Playing with your new tools, seeing what you like, what you don't like. Maybe you don't like this block. Maybe you're like, it's not good for stamping, but I could use it for other things. Or maybe you're like, wow, this is the coolest thing ever. We're about to find out, aren't we? Okay, so I'm going to do like 3 joys. Whoops. It's just so close to that edge. Okay, and then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Let's see. Yeah, I think we'll be okay here. I don't want to move it again. Okay, so I'm going to ink it up. I would like one in the middle. And if it's not perfect, who cares? It's just our journal. No big deal. Okay, this page is full of joy. Woohoo! I think I'm going to do one more right here, and actually I'm going to do it upside down. That'll be cool. Something a little different. Nice. I love this so much. Okay, so that's, I think, all the stamping I'm going to do. Put these letters back. Okay, so other things you can do with these letters, you could put a whole bunch of letters on this thing, like upside down, sideways, you know how we've done before, and then stamp it onto your page and have it be a background for yourself. That could be really cool. I might do that next time. You know, you can write out a whole phrase. You can do so much stuff. I love alphabets. And again, these are really nice to be able to color in if you want later on. I might do that to make them stand out more. I don't know. Okay, what else do I want to do? I think I do kind of want to use some of this. But I think that's going to have to be the last thing because it stays wet for a while and I want to be able to keep working. So I do want to use a little bit of Renia, and I kind of want to use the Starstruck. So we've got to find a neutral color. I think I don't know, maybe black, but I kind of want something bright, a little bright, maybe. I don't know. Maybe the green. Ooh, that would be amazing, but I'm not allowed to use that today. That's okay. It's good to put ourselves in a box sometimes so we can figure out how to get out. Ooh, purple's nice. Okay, not going to do gold. And then those are all solids. And I really kind of want, yeah, I think I don't know, oh, the black is nice too. Okay, hold on. Okay. I think I am going to do black actually. I think it's going to help it, just give it that right amount of contrast. So here's what I want to do. Oops. Okay. So I am going to take just, you could take a pencil. Yeah, I do have a pencil. I had a bone folder there. I think anything would work that would just make a little impression. What I want to do is use my Misfit here and cut out, is this going to work? Excuse me. Cut out 4 of these diamonds just to put here. Wouldn't that be pretty? Just to add a little bit extra something. And it's going to give it some contrast since, you know, we've got a lot of bright and mid-tone kind of things happening here. Okay. So now I'm going to take, or I'm just going to cut these little things out. It's hard to see in the camera, but I have a drawing of them here. So what else can you do with the Renia? I would love to hear your guys' ideas and see what you come up with. I would love to see in your first project here if you use some of the Misfits. I'm always really curious to know what people think of, ways to try new stuff. So I can't wait for that. But yeah, so tell me, what other ways do you think you could use it in your art journal? Let's see. You could die cut with it, of course, like all the normal things. But definitely die cutting in your journal could be really awesome. It'd be a nice way to add either a textured background or a focal point or something like that. You know, without really too much effort, which is always nice. I'm gonna just trim that right off. So today I'm just using a tiny little bit here as an accent, just for fun. And really just using it kind of as paper, right? But again, it is foil paper, so there's lots of really cool things you can do with it. And this really is just not showing all of the awesomeness that it can be. Okay, so I'm going to use this little Xyron Mini sticker maker to put some adhesive on the back of these. You could use matte medium or, like Mod Podge or any kind of, anything like that, or even, what was I thinking of? A glue stick. Yeah, you could use a glue stick. You could even use a double-sided tape runner, probably. I just had this right next to me, so I thought, what the heck, let's just use it. But really, any kind of adhesive will work for the Renia paper. You just, if you are doing the Xyron like I am here, I'll show you. These should be okay, but you do want to kind of be a little bit careful when you peel them up, just because you know, because the paper is a little bit delicate and you don't want to rip it. So, all right, take that excess away. And then, you know, just peel them off. So just be careful and take your time. These are small pieces and they're pretty solid, so it's not a big deal. But sometimes on the really intricate stuff, you just need to be extra careful. Okay, and I don't know where these actually belong anymore, but it doesn't matter. It's just a fun little accent. Okay, here we go. Fun. All right. Okay, what else? Let's see. That's all done. I think I actually used everything from the kit, didn't I? That's amazing. I think that might be the first time I've ever done that in one page. And some extra stuff too, so that's pretty fun. I really love this the way it is. I do think I want to color in those bits. Let's see. Let's get a marker. Okay, so I've got an Ecoline brush pen here in deep green. Let's just see how that looks. We can do a scene. Oh yeah, that's nice. Okay. All right, so I'm just going to do the ones on the sides. I really love these Ecoline brush pens. I've been wanting to put them in a kit. They're a little bit pricey, but I think I'm going to take the plunge one of these days and just do it, and you'll just get less things in your kit, but it'll be worth it because these are amazing. There's lots of stuff you can do with them too. They're basically, if you've ever used the Ecoline pots of watercolor ink, it's that and a brush, and they're super juicy and colorful, and they have a pretty good range of color choices. I'm thinking I might do different colors. I was going to do all the same, but let's do different. So one other thing to think about when you're working on your color page is how do cool colors make you feel when you're working with them, and also afterwards when you're just looking at your page. You know, there's a lot that goes into that feeling when you're looking at your page, because you've got your page and you can decide, am I happy with it? Am I not? What did I do and what kind of feeling does that invoke? But also if you can just narrow it down to the color for a minute and think about how does the color make me feel, that might be something interesting for you to reflect on. Okay, so I've also got like a light blue and a purple. This one is number 522. It's called Turquoise Blue, so that's going to be gorgeous. Oh wow, it's so dark. Oh, it's very juicy too. Wow, like super juicy. Every time I use these, I think, oh man, I need to use these every day. They're just so pretty and fun, and they make me happy. I don't know. I'm finding my joy in these markers. Okay, that's gorgeous. And then we'll do this one down here. I'm trying to do one on each side. And I've got a green, this bluish turquoise, and then purple. So it all kind of goes together. So I'd really like to know what you think about the mood of the cool colors. So I'm not going to tell you what I think yet, but I will in the group later on once I hear from other people. I just kind of want to hear other people's opinions first. Now I'm trying to decide, am I going to color those in or not? Just let them be in the background, sort of. Uh-oh, what happened? Here we go. Well, that's pretty. What is this color called? Ultramarine Violet. It's not as dark as I thought it was going to be. That cap is really dark, but it's kind of like a medium, kind of like a lavender. It's very, very pretty. All right. I think the ones in the middle, I'm going to let them stay as part of the background and just be a fun additional thing that your eyes can find. Okay. All right. I'm pretty much done. I just want to add a little bit of this because, I mean, it's the most shimmery, sparkly goodness, and I can't help myself. So, we're going to use a palette knife, and what am I going to do? Well, let's see. I want to put a little bit kind of on the edges, just on the one edge. Ooh, whoa. Maybe on the whole thing. Oh my gosh, because the black shows through. Oh my goodness. I hope you guys like these stickle glitter gel things. They're so fun. And it's a really clean way to add glitter. If you're weird about having glitter because it gets too messy, which number one, I don't know, I think we need to have a talk because that's just kind of crazy. But if you are that way, that's all right. This is a really nice way to be able to use and add glitter without having the mess. So there you go. And it's pretty much amazing and gorgeous. Okay. I like it. I don't think I need to add any more of that. So there we go. We used everything in the kit and then some, and we made this fun page of joy. And using all cool colors, which is our prompt for the first week. I hope that you had fun with this. I can't wait to see your page. Have a wonderful day. Bye.